Don't clap with that, sir. You know the rules around here. Um, Good morning, I think, ladies and gentlemen of the world. A slightly tired intro to the episode 4 and or 5. Can't remember which one it is. Very tired. A little bit late, but much like Chinese food, I'm repeating on you, and we are maybe a day late. I'm not too sure yet. So yeah, it is. What day is today? Tuesday or Wednesday? I don't know anymore. Nothing's wrong. I'm just tired. I think coming back from holidays at 76.9 kg 2 Sundays ago, and now weighing 75 kgs made me a bit tired. I'm eating oats porridge with now put a little bit of jam in there. Like, jam adds a bit of crack to everything, you know what I mean? Absolutely everything. Whether you're in bed with a loved one or having cereal in the morning, jam spices all of those things up and everything in between, as you well know, I'm sure. So yeah, I can't remember what my intro is anymore, but just pretend we did it, and that you know where you are and I know where I am, because that would be handy. That would be handy if we knew where we were, wouldn't it? As a species, sorry. It's been a long Monday, or yesterday. But yeah, what's been going on? I'm trying to think what's been going on since we last chatted, because not much happened last week either. Let me just have. I've got my. Hang on, I have a story. Oh, jeez, that's strong. I have a what do you call the coffee thing where you put the grinds. I went all Northern Irish there for a second. The grounds, the coffee beans in the bottom of it, and you have that weird presser thing. What's it called? Coffee presser machine thing. So I had one of those, or I have one of those presently and concurrently to this podcast. I have one going into my face here at speed, so I may end up speeding up my speech there as we go along. That's why. But coffee, again, much like jam, helps make everything better, but not everything, because it's very, very hot. So you'd want to be. I'm not saying none of you are into it, like, but you'd have to be into some weird shit to be bringing a big mug of coffee into the bedroom. You know, looking at your significant other or others in 2019. You can disappoint multiple partners at once. You know, you look at your partners. You lift up the big mug of coffee, and you throw it into their face. Sure, some people, in the words of the dude, you know, I still jerk off manually. So, you know, I don't need bulldog clips on my scrotums and hot coffee in the face. You know, that's an added bonus, if we're being honest. But I like my coffee. Like I like my. I can't think of anything, but I like it in me. Thankfully, I couldn't think of anything just there, because that could have ended up being completely horrific. Now, let's have my first shot of oats. I don't know if you can hear it, but it sounds fairly disgusting. It looks like, it doesn't look too bad. There's just a bit of jam in it, so we're going to give it a bash. This is the first food of the day. Let's give it a bash. Oaty and bland. A bit like my personality. Oh god, that's not bad. Not bad. But yeah, no, what's been going on? Like, I've avoided the news and I feel better about it. I'm a lot more tired than usual, but I've been ignoring news. I don't know if many of you watch the news, or listen to the news, or read the news, but it's all bad news. So I've been avoiding it, and life has been a little bit better. The only problem I have in the world right now is traffic jams. Can't handle them. I hate driving. I hate being behind the wheel of a car and not being able to get out. I know you could get out. You can open the door and jump out, but like, I don't really want to do that. I just don't want to drive. I don't want to leave my house. I don't know. Well, I guess if you're living at home with family, you would want to leave the house on a regular and consistent and speedy basis. But, oh, I shouldn't be slurping coffee. My ma would be giving out to me. You're not supposed to slurp coffee. It's very hot, Matt. Jesus. Oh dear. Oh dear. The old dear. Even when she's not here, she's here. But yeah. Sorry, that got dark there for a sec. What was I saying? What's the story with the sun like? What's going on? I've heard people far more intelligent than myself say climate change isn't happening. Sure, didn't the Ice Age come along, and that was a surprise. That's their defence, really. It's a bit like the people who think the Earth is flat. They're idiots. Just because you can walk off the end of a pier. Two things. Doesn't mean you should, and doesn't mean the Earth is flat. But anyway. Oh yeah, are you a flat earther? Let's have a chat. What's wrong with you? Were you dropped as a child? There are many questions. But yeah, let me know if you're a flat earther. Why are you so stupid? But what else has been going on? I'm sorry, guys. I'm not. The brain and the body and the face haven't engaged fully in running like the smooth, well-oiled machine that it is. And sometimes on the weekend I am well-oiled for money, but that's a separate thing that can be found on my real or not real OnlyFans account. OnlyFans.com/Big Oily Keego. And if you did go to that and there is something there, that is purely coincidental. purely coincidental, Your Honour. I am paying tax on those subscriptions. See, the more you joke about it, the more people think it's real. Do you know what I mean? And it is or it isn't. But just, yeah, I can't let go. I can't make it clear that it's not true because it might be true. Do you know what I mean? Or am I saying it might be true to keep this joke going far longer than it should be going? More oats. Oh, that thick and oaty goodness. But yeah, no, Naked Oily Keego isn't me. That's someone else who just looks really like me. And it's purely coincidental. What else has been going on here, really? Like, there's, you know, I don't think we're built for sun, are we? Isn't that funny when people go, they ask a question like, which is their opinion, but they're unsure of the opinion, so they put the question after that. Do you know what I mean? Like, JFK was an inside job, wasn't it? We landed on the moon. Didn't we? You know what I mean? The female orgasm does exist, doesn't it? You know? All these things where you're not sure if they're actually true or not. A few of those things that I've mentioned are mythical, and I think we all know which one. Isn't that right, ladies? Holla, sisters. Oh my god, I'm such a white fella from South Dublin. Wait, is that... Am I self-racisting myself there? If I say, oh my god, I'm such a white fella from South County Dublin, am I... See, have I just offended myself? 2019, and I'm offending myself. Apologies there. There were some slight technical difficulties along with the bin man struggling to take the rubbish out of my bin. That sounds like code, doesn't it? That sounds... You could put any sort of meaning to that. Maybe Rick in the edit, he could put the what's the countdown music there during the break, because you could hear my mind falling out of my ears. What were we talking about? I know OnlyFans, the joke that continues on even though no one really wants it. Although my subscribers do. See, that's the thing. I can't even let myself let go of this joke. You know, people like that. They're like the people who laugh at their own jokes. Like dickheads like me and Seth Rogen, who's the biggest bell end ever. He says something silly like, I kicked a cat in the face. You know, makes shite films, except for Zack and Miri Make a Porno, which is very good. That's a tremendous film, but the rest of his films are rubbish. Pineapple Express, rubbish. Is he in any other films? Apologies Part 2. I have no idea what's going on here. I believe the world is trying to keep us apart, like that door on the Titanic. I know that you have room for me in your brain, but you just won't let me in. Or you've better things to put in there. Do you know what is funny? And I think before the system I'm recording on breaks and explodes into a million pieces. Do you know what's funny about, I don't know if you read about it, this plan to give everyone broadband, the National Broadband Plan, I believe they call it. So initially it was like $3 billion to do the job, and then Air are saying, well, we can do it for $2 million, blah blah, and that's the nonsense. I'm just waiting for the moment where our lads in Kerry just break down and just start protesting about wanting HD porn in Kerry, because like Kerry's lovely, it's got lovely landscapes and all that, you know, but there's only so many times you can look at a mountain. Sometimes you just need to look at a 14-person orgy just to pass the day. You know yourselves, like, sometimes you be at work doing whatever you do at work, you just go, Jesus, I can't look at this spreadsheet anymore. Do you know what I'd love to look at? 14 people riding. So much going on I can't even figure out what's going where. That's what I like. Confusion gives me the erection, to be honest. Again, I fear I've said too much under the guise of pretending the story isn't real. That is a thing that we have here on the podcast. But I forgot, actually, we had said we were going to do the what did we call it? The dating service, the LBN dating service. Now, I've been sent in messages, but I don't know who these people are. So I'm going to say names. Maybe they mean something. Someone called Rick wants to send a picture to someone called Kian. Fair play. I don't know why you're telling me. Just do it, Rick. I think that's the one thing we need to do. You know, it's the summer, the sun is out. Let's not leave anything unsaid. If you want to send someone a picture, as long as they're happy to receive it, it can't be out of the blue now. You can't be. You need to have gone a certain distance in your relationship before the old putting the filter on the bits and pieces before you send it. The relationship has to have gone a certain distance, because I'm sure there's nothing worse. Just scrolling through Facebook. Oh, bing bing, my mate sent me a message. Oh Jesus, there's a knob there on my phone that I didn't ask for. You know, I'm assuming that they look completely different. I'm assuming one that's asked for and one that isn't. I don't know, because I haven't received any knobs on my phone. That's not an invitation. My number is 087. No, that's not an invitation. Just go for it there, baby. As long as it's not a complete stranger, and maybe there's been a little bit of heavy petting beforehand. I think that's the rule. Don't send something that someone hasn't seen in person. Is that fair? Now, again, make sure they've seen it when they want to see it, not like on the bus. You know, I can't put it in a better way. Just do it. What have we got? There's a few other names here that I don't know. Ali and John, Jerry and Justy. I don't understand what's happening here. I think. Do you guys not already know each other? Know each other. That you know. Go with it, lads. Or I could be the love conduit. Oh God, that sounds horrific. I'm the conduit of love. Well, this segment is actually dying on its hoop, so we're going to end it there. Hopefully we have helped keep people apart, because based on the messages I received, it's best that some of you are not allowed show your genitals to other people. And I think it is the summer of love, but it's also the summer of behave yourself. It's pretty funny. Oh, I'm like Seth Rogen, laughed at my own jokes. Except my beard is more believable. But yeah, no, that's pretty much it. Again, not much is happening. Maybe I should start taking notice of news, but it's just I'm looking out the window, right? And the sun is out. The trees are green. Nothing is moving. And you kind of go, yeah, that's the back of my house. The front of my house has traffic, angry people. Not angry people, but people. You know the way people walk up and down the street with somewhere to go. Those kind of people, where the task at hand is taking over their life when it should be just a part of their life. So they're all on the other side of the house. Out the back of my house, it's nice and calm, and I'm just looking at it now. It's like nice and chill, keeping myself calm. So maybe today, whenever you're listening to this, if you're feeling stressed, find your spot. Not your spot. Find a spot where everything slows down. Everything gets a little bit calmer, a little bit more relaxed. And then, if that's out the back door, great. Look at that, take it in. Let that calmness wash over you. Like a beautiful warm shower of panda tears and broken dreams. And then, you'd be spiritually nourished enough to go out the front door, into that angry world where people don't really care about anyone anymore. You know, I'm a little bit of a hippie, but I'm a lazier hippie, which is weird because I drink an ungodly amount of caffeine. So I think the caffeine is just keeping the heart going at this stage. But yeah, sure. I'm going to start a GoFundMe to get a new heart, and then the caffeine will actually have a real effect on me. But yeah, we're coming at you. Who at the what's the name of the band? Coming at you. Here, Cleopatra, coming at you. That's my safety word. If you hear it once, that means you can watch. Hear it twice, that means stay outside the door. Hear it 3 times, that means stop whatever's happening. Just so you know. But we're coming to you at you on a Tuesday or a Wednesday or a Monday. I don't know what day it is anymore. We've tried today, and that's the main thing. Sometimes life is just about trying and falling on your face, like I did in front of all of you beautiful people. But sure, look, next week, to steal a phrase from another band from the 90s, things can only get better. Or is it better? Yeah, that's a reference for anyone over 35. So I don't think there's anyone here listening who would be in that jurisdiction. But yes, let's roll into this sunny weather. Whether you find peace out of your back door before going out into the angry world through your front door, find your peaceful spot and spend 10 minutes in there. like what's like Fight Club. Find your power animal before you go out into the world today. Hope you're all well. Hope you're all good. If you want to get in touch again, thank you for people who've been sending messages. I won't mention your name on air. Don't worry. thecouchpunditirland@gmail.com, www.thecouchpunditirland.com. We're on Facebook as well, The Couch Pundit Ireland. Anywhere you can put stuff in a search engine, throw The Couch Pundit Ireland in there, you might find me. And yeah, obviously the Real or Not Real OnlyFans account. Big naked oily Keego. But yes, hope you're well. Let's hug those we love. Let's tolerate those we don't. Let's always try and listen to each other.